China began constructing a massive hydropower dam on the Yarlung Zangbo River in Tibet's Medog County, close to India's border. This $170 billion project is one of the biggest of its kind, designed to generate 300 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity each year, 3 times the output of China's famous Three Gorges Dam. The project includes 5 hydropower stations and is part of China's plan to achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. Construction is expected to finish in the 2030s, transforming the region's energy landscape. China has already built smaller dams on the Yarlung Zangbo, like the Zangmu Dam, 510 Mandaliwe, operational since 2015, and others like Dagu and Gyatsa are either under construction or completed. At least 8 more dams are planned in this Himalayan region. The Yarlung Zangbo River becomes the Brahmaputra when it flows into India, where it's a lifeline for millions in states like Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. The river supports farming, fishing, and daily life for communities along its banks. India is deeply concerned about how China's new dam could affect this vital resource. Here's a detailed look at the potential impacts and why they matter. Let's check out the water flow and flood risks. The megadam gives China the ability to control the Brahmaputra's water flow. During dry seasons, China could hold back water, reducing the river's flow into India. This could hurt farmers who rely on the river for irrigation, especially in Arunachal Pradesh and Assam, where agriculture is a major livelihood. On the other hand, if China releases large amounts of water suddenly, say, to manage its own reservoir levels, it could cause devastating floods downstream in India. Assam, which already faces frequent flooding, could see even worse disasters. While 65–70% of the Brahmaputra's water comes from rainfall and tributaries within India, the remaining flow from Tibet is still significant, and any sudden changes could disrupt communities. Now let's look into the ecological damage. The Brahmaputra carries nutrient-rich sediment that fertilizes India's farmlands and supports fish populations. The dam could block this sediment, reducing soil fertility and harming crops. Fisheries, a key source of food and income for many in Assam and beyond, could also suffer as the river's ecosystem changes. The construction itself, along with related infrastructure like roads and tunnels, could harm the fragile Himalayan environment, affecting wildlife and water quality downstream. What could be the seismic and environmental risks? The dam is being built in a seismically active area prone to earthquakes and landslides. The Himalayas are geologically unstable, and a major quake or landslide could damage the dam, potentially causing catastrophic flooding in India and Bangladesh. Even without a disaster, the dam's reservoir could put pressure on the region's fragile slopes, increasing the risk of landslides. These dangers threaten not just India, but the entire Brahmaputra River basin, including Bangladesh, which lies further downstream. Finally, let's check out the geopolitical tensions. India and China have no water-sharing treaty for the Brahmaputra, and China has been reluctant to share detailed hydrological data. This lack of transparency fuels India's fears that China could use the dam as a geopolitical tool, controlling water to pressure India during disputes. The two countries already have tense relations due to border issues, and the dam adds another layer of mistrust. India has responded by planning its own 10 GW dam on the Siang River in Arunachal Pradesh. This dam aims to store water and generate power, acting as a buffer against any disruptions caused by China's dam. However, building more dams could escalate tensions rather than resolve them. What could be India's response and calls for cooperation? India is pushing for greater transparency from China about the dam's operations and water release schedules. It also wants a joint management plan for the Brahmaputra, involving all countries in the river basin, including Bangladesh. Such cooperation could help prevent conflicts over water and ensure fair access for all. India is also investing in monitoring systems to track the river's flow and prepare for potential floods or shortages. Checking out the broader implications. The dam is part of China's broader push to develop Tibet's water resources, but it comes at a cost. For India, the project threatens water security, food production, and the safety of millions. Assam's flood-prone plains and Arunachal's remote communities are especially vulnerable. Beyond India, Bangladesh faces similar risks, as the Brahmaputra flows into the Bay of Bengal through its territory. The lack of a regional agreement makes it harder to address these shared challenges. In summary, China's mega dam on the Yarlung Zangbo is a bold step for clean energy, but it raises serious concerns for India. From reduced water flow and ecological harm to flood risks and geopolitical friction, the dam could disrupt lives and livelihoods across India's northeast. India is taking steps to protect itself, but the situation calls for open dialogue and cooperation to ensure the Brahmaputra remains a shared resource, not a source of conflict. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more updates.